So I've done some of the more adult electronics, iPods, cell phones, cameras, but okay, we can't admit, folks, that we don't play video games. I play video games. 24, doesn't matter. I still play them, and sometimes I play with my little brother. He has a Nintendo DS, and this is actually a Nintendo DS Lite. It's a lighter, and the screen's a little brighter. It's kind of like an upgrade to the DS. But I play this thing with him. He's got a Pokemon sticker on his all the time. It opens up. It has two screens, as you can see. I'll turn it on. So it's powering up. Oh, kind of bright. And what it is this top screen is more of like you can't see, but it's just like you look at it. You don't interact with it. This bottom screen, however, you can touch, and it has this thing called a touch screen. It's like a little pen, but it's just made out of plastic. And what you do is you touch stuff. So it says there's no DS card inserted. I'm starting a Game Boy game, and now it's loading up. See, it says Game Boy up top, and so I can touch stuff down here and interact. But I'm going to turn it off right now. You can touch stuff. You can move stuff around. You can you can control your character in some games. But there's also the D-pad and the buttons. It's really cool. It's these things. I like how you can touch it and interact and do stuff. You don't have to just press buttons. And you can actually store these in the back of these. It's a little slot where you slide that down in there. I like these. Like I said, there's the 4 buttons right here: start and select, D-pad, and then there's also 2 buttons on the corner. And it stores like that. It will play not only Nintendo DS games, which are these small little cartridges. Those go in there. But if you already have a Game Boy, it'll play Game Boy Advance games, and I think it'll actually play Game Boy games as well. I'm not quite sure. But that's nice, so you don't have to buy all new games if you buy one of these. You can play some of your older games. And the graphics are updated, actually, a little bit on some of them, which is kind of nice. It doesn't make all your old games obsolete. You can still play them. The battery, it doesn't actually run off AA's or AAA's or anything. There's a battery, there's like a lithium battery or something stored in here. And what you do, you charge it via a wall outlet. So that is nice, because you're not spending $10 every few weeks on batteries to keep this thing running. You just plug it in overnight, it'll charge up fully, and then you've got at least a few days worth of battery time in it. You can even play it while it's charging. So if it's the middle of the day and you want to plug it up and play it, that's cool. You can do that. Another cool thing I like this, I don't even know how it does it, but you can connect with other DSs. So if your friend comes over, he's got one, and there's like 3 of you, you sync it up and you can play together. So you can play games against each other, you can play together. In some games you can even like go into their world and play with their guys, and it's kind of cool. My brother plays with it all the time. His friends come over and they play together constantly. They're like, let's connect our DS Lites. So this is really cool. It's not too expensive either. They come down. It's it's kind of thick. It's not too bad though. It's pretty light. And it's really fun to play. I gotta admit, I love playing. He challenges me all the time in Mario, and he's 7 and he still kicks my butt every day. So this is the Nintendo DS Lite, and it's probably one of my favorite game systems. You carry it around with you. You don't have to have Xbox 360. I love playing that, but you have to have a TV, and it's kind of big and bulky. It's hard to transport. But if you're in a road trip, I remember road trips used to be the most fun you could do was count license plates and see how many cows you could find on the side of the road. And nowadays they've got DVD players in the minivans and DS Lites, and look at me, I'm already starting to sound like an old guy. In my day, we had to walk uphill to school both ways. I don't want to end up like that, but here I am complaining that kids these days have DS Lites and cards and road trips and whatnot. Anyways, they're pretty fun, and you might want to buy 1 or 2. Get one for your kid and one for yourself so you can play with them. All right, take care.